Well, hello, my name is Pastor Matt Hilpert at Galilee Lutheran Church, and it's my pleasure to begin welcoming you back to our worship services again. It's been a number of weeks where we have been socially isolated, and thanks to the technology of live stream as well as Zoom and our Bible studies, we've been able to stay together as God's people, staying connected by the Word and Spirit. But now as we start to have restrictions eased, we're happy to welcome back all those who are able to and comfortable returning to worship. I want to just encourage you by saying, if you are feeling sick or ill, have a fever, any or other sort of sickness, please stay at home and continue to live stream. Follow along and worship with us as you have been. If you've been around anyone who has been diagnosed with COVID as well, stay at home for that reason, and then return in a few weeks. If you're feeling healthy and you are excited about coming back together, then grab a mask and come to worship either on Saturday at 4:30, on Sunday morning at 8 a.m., or at 10:45 on Sunday morning. And so to let you know what to expect when you arrive, when you come, there'll be new signs out front showing you that we have one entry door and two exit doors. Enter through the one that says enter, and you'll be welcomed by beautiful greeters who will share with you information about social distancing, as well as how we can deposit our offerings and prayer requests. When you come into the church, you will find the pews have been roped off and some chairs have been removed. The goal is that we provide the safest environment possible for our worship together. Come in, find a seat. It's one pew per family. And if there's only one person, that we would be socially distanced in the pews, where one family unit of one or two would sit at one end of the pew and the other at the opposite end. We will continue celebrating communion as we have, and yet with social distancing parameters. As we join together in worship, we encourage you, as we have been in live streaming, to stand together as God's people. We will be singing if you feel like you desire, wearing a mask if you like, and we will also be hearing God's word, receiving his sacrament, celebrating baptisms and the Lord's Supper. And so the rest of the video will share with you what you will see when you come. If you have any questions or concerns, pastoral ministry needs, don't hesitate to call me, call the church office, or email, so we can still serve you throughout this time. Thank you for your patience with us, for the evolving situation that we have been on, and continue to keep track of emails, of newsletters, and communications from the church office as things still continue to change. Know that we love you and we look forward to being back together as a family of Galilee. God bless.
When you arrive at Galilee, make sure to look for the Welcome Back entrance signs and enter the sanctuary at the portico. The doors leading from the fellowship hall and the preschool area are exit-only signs. Entry will not be permitted into these doors. When you arrive, you will be welcomed by one of our greeters, who will ask you two questions as you approach the door. 1, are you feeling sick today? And 2, have you been exposed to anyone who has tested positive for COVID in the last 14 days? If you answer yes to either of these questions, you will be asked to return to your car and join us for that day's service on Facebook or YouTube. If you do approach the door and answer no to both of these questions, you will be welcomed to join us for that day's service. If you have any prayer requests for the day, please see the second greeter seated at the Welcome Center. They will take note of any prayer requests you may have. An offering plate will be located at the Welcome Center for your convenience as well. You still may make online donations if you are not comfortable with leaving a physical offering. A basket has been placed next to the greeter where we will be accepting donations of non-perishable goods. These donations will be made to LMS or Neon, and non-perishable donations of all types will be accepted. As you walk to the sanctuary, you will be entering the left doors of the sanctuary. This is a change from how we normally enter the sanctuary. Large print bulletins only will be available as you enter the sanctuary, and you will also be reminded to socially distance while in the sanctuary, and hand sanitizer is available as you enter. As you enter the sanctuary, we ask that you come forward down the center aisle to find a seat. If all of the pews are filled, please continue forward across the front aisles of the church, and then return to the rear of the sanctuary, the same way traffic flows during communion. As you sit in the sanctuary, families will be limited to one pew per family. If two people who are not related are seated together in a pew, we ask you to sit at opposite ends of the pew. Please exit the sanctuary by the left-hand doors indicated here by the arrow. If you are attending a service where communion will be served, we ask that you follow a new procedure for communing. As you approach the altar, please keep your mask on until we are ready to receive communion. Families will be released from pews to maintain social distancing. Once you have received communion, please return to your seats following the normal traffic patterns while doing your best to maintain the recommended 6-foot social distance from strangers. Pastor Matt will be serving the body, while the communion assistant will be providing the wine or the blood during the sacrament. As you walk away, please discard your single-serve cup into the wastebasket and use the hand sanitizer station if you so desire. We will not be using the common cup during this time. We understand the new procedure will take a little longer, so our musicians and chorus will provide additional hymns during this time. As a reminder, when you are leaving the sanctuary, please do so from the doors located on the left under the clock. At the conclusion of service, we understand that as we have not seen each other in person in some time, the desire to fellowship in the narthex exists. We encourage fellowship among our Galilee family, but please do so in the parking lot after service. We ask this in the interest of safety of all of our Galilee family. As you are exiting the building, please make sure you exit from the preschool or fellowship hall doors so we maintain our traffic patterns in the interest of safety.